right now. Two players are underneath, and it's Bucky and Cam, the only players in the lobby who are underneath the surge here. Our 7th place team is underneath the surge. One single tag is all they need, but they have the half in and half out, so they do not want to move too far. The clock is ticking. Now, a few more builds left over. 30 below here, Sundown.
30 below. They do still have the chug splashes, but in the bottom right-hand corner, the team they were shooting at was the only team in zone, but they've shifted it over. They're trying to see everyone rotating past it, but because they were able to get in, they took too long. And as you said, the only team, they'll flip it over to somebody else, but they're not safe yet.
They finally find some tags here. At least it alleviates some pressure. There's just 4 above. That means the other team that's below is also trading back and forth. One player goes down, another now as well, and things finally settle for TNA's Cam and Bucky here. And just like that, it was almost all over, but they managed to hold on.
And we're into the top 25, so each... This is where we're going to be paying attention to which one of those teams, because basically, if you got a 15 or lower in your name, you're in contention. Even without the win, a second place could push you up. Next, he picks up Plur, and we have a team drop. It's another +1 going through. And TK, who's currently in 4th, is all by his lonesome. Can he have one of those NAE signature individual efforts that we saw? My boy Trapkill is going to have to do it, because Flo gets confirmed from Tahi, and Monster, look where we're pulling. We're going back over to the east, back over towards that first round of high ground.
And a couple players did have some bases over there, so we're going to see some recycling going on, but it's not going to be easy for players like TK here, who only have a launch pad. Oh, armored wall. They lose the wall to, oh my gosh, OMG Me Too and Shadow, one of the scariest younger duos on the scene. We saw them punch their way through last year, or last season, straight to the finals off the win, so they have been here before. They know how to take a victory out of semis, and that's the scariest part about it. And now, look at this. Surge is turned on again here for Pam and Thatch.
And they love the late game dramatics, whether it's going through in that final qualifier, whether it was in the round 4 trying to push the way through. Can they do it in the final games? 46 below for Pam and Thatch.
This is not looking good. They're going to have to touch down and get active ASAP. 15 players have to fall here. There's players in between them as well. Do they double back? Do they get center point? We're going to find out here. It's all or nothing right here and now. Play hip to hip and make this end game. It's so important. Polarized and Nico are up on the high ground here. Donnie's still in this game. Kaz and Fishy alive and also not looking too well as they are below, but the textbook plays start to come in. Kaz protecting his 6 here. Play it smart, play it steady. You still have 8 seconds before you need some pressure to be alleviated here and get those tags to come through.
Pam so fast, find another one. Nico and Polarized up on the high ground, but there's so much surge going through.
No, Coop's down. Carries honestly back against the wall right now. They're looking healthy. If they can bounce back here and hold on just a little bit more, 122, that's actually edge right there. Bucky could overpass him.
And now Shadow and Me Too who took them down, but Macwood and Donnie still on the low ground, and they're tearing through everyone as the zone pulls out and away. But look at the right-hand side, 15 below. Cam and Bucky, and Cam finds the tags, he finds the spray. The player's lost. He said, let me give you a map. Polo takes him down there, but Bucky goes down, and it's all on the back of the young lord. PSG, TNA, Cam. Can they take his team to the finals? 122 points. They are the 6th place mark, and it was Thatch who rips Bucky away.
And they have to be careful because he's still on that layer with them as well. This is going up and over the mountain. It's only going to get more and more difficult now for Polarized and Nico. I mean, it's easy street for them. They're in 29th. They need the win. There's no other way around it. For Kaz and Fishy, they're trying to just rack up these points because we've seen how close it can be. Players like Bucky are edging their way and catching up to the heels of these players right now. Pamstel and Thatch are now in the #1 seed. Spot a huge shot there, and that cuts down onto Kaz, the 2nd place team. They got a little too close to the sun, and they burn. For Cam now on the other side, another Elim off the Fishy. He jumps on up. Bucky and Cam are in the conversation. 133 now. They have pushed someone out of their spot. It is going to come down to the standings now. Bucky and Cam have definitely done something exceptional, but it's not over yet. Narwhal's still alive. Nexi is still here, and Elam comes through. They are 5 points away from the 3rd place team, and all of a sudden now, they are inside the top 6. There's still other players here that can definitely toss some upsets.
1, 4, 5, 6, all still on the board. Monic, they put a stamp on it. and he did it emphatically. Mason gets taken down. We'll be seeing them in the finals as they continue to run through, and a great effort from them. The question is who joins them. Is Narwhal and Nexi currently sitting in 5th? They close out T there, looking for every point possible because they are right on that line.
They're starting to jump up here, and don't forget that win. Again, the win is what the players want as well. That will undoubtedly push you to finals here. They're being held out. The wall is strong. They slip in. The drum comes out, and oh my gosh, a hero's effort. An SMG to the face from AKA. Shut down 2, but OMG comes in the end there and closes out. Pamso and Fatch now fighting for the final moments. Nick FN's in the storm, also held out a taste of his own medicine for a moment there, and it was disgusting for Pam and Famsu. Now, what can they do? Pam and Fatch here are looking solid, but Nico and Polarized are on top.
2v2, v2. Pamso and Fatch will 100% go through, but Clue and Danny looking to do everything they can. Fatch is down. Pamso, he's fine. He's through it. It's going to come down. Polaroids and Nico versus Clue and Danny. Who will take the final moment? Pamso will look to throw a wrench in, but he's already got the 169 points. He's calling nice. He's qualified through. He'll get ticked over here in just a second, and here it goes. Polaroids versus Nico, Clue versus Danny. No leaderboards in action. It's all about the win.
This is the win right here. Who can take it home here in the end? Both sides have just a little bit material to work with here. Both sides are really starting to dig deep now, and they have to perform. It's now or never. Polarized and Nico have definitely clutched up some big games today. Nico jumps in, Nico win. Polarized with a huge shot, and he closes out with the follow-up SMG, and just like that, a 6 elim dub will send them to the finals.
Polarized with the polarizing performance there. It was a tough day overall. They were hanging around the middle of the pack. They couldn't get it going off a drop, but sometimes all you need is the one shot, and they're able to grab it. Elite Nico and Polarized with 1 ticket left on the table. They reach down, they say, yoink, give me that, straight to the final.